Okay, colleagues, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you hear and see us?
We can.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, we can.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. And we say bonjour to Coach Barend and Darrien Landsberg. Guys, we've got 15 minutes for this session before we release the guys for lunch. Just a reminder, Challenge Cup. Guys are playing Emirates Lions facing Montpellier this Saturday. 9 o'clock kickoff there, 10 o'clock in South Africa. Um, Yeah, so let's start off with some questions, guys. By a raise of hands, there's quite a lot of us here today, so let's keep that order. Jan de Koning, you have the first question of the afternoon.
Thank you very much. Barend, if we can start with you. Obviously, playing in France, we all know the challenges, we know the travel, we know the reasons behind splitting a squad. I mean, then you got another big game next week, sorry, apologies, next week. But Montpellier themselves poses a different challenge. And in the top 14, they don't seem to be doing that well. But in the Challenge Cup, they're right up there, just above you guys on their standings. What do you expect from them? What is the challenge you're going to face from them as a team?
yeah. Hi, Jan. Yes, I think it's obviously going to be a quite a hectic challenge. I think if you look at their squad, it's quite. I don't actually understand why where they're lying at the moment in the top 14. Because if you look at the players they've got, if you look at the squad, I mean it's really a good squad. But in saying that, I mean, yeah, I think our challenges is just going to be to stick that's been working for us over the past few months in our EPCR games and in our URC games. So they've got big forwards. They've got I think our main challenge is going to be up front. So with the players they have, we haven't seen the squad that they've chosen. I'm guessing. I think they'll go quite a strong squad because they are in a good position in the EPCR. So I think up front will be a massive challenge for us just because of size-wise and obviously experience-wise they have as well.
Yeah. Darren, if I can turn to you, as the one player that started last week and that's come with the squad, how does the squad feel about this challenge? How does the players feel about this challenge? And what are the, let's say, goals? I know everybody always plays to win, but what do you guys hope to get out of this game from a player's perspective?
Yeah, how are you doing, first of all? Yeah, I think more than anything, there's a lot of excitement. I think as a group, not only just the squad, but as a group, we've really come together really nicely. The guys are really challenging one another to get to the best that we possibly could. So I really think more than anything, there's just a lot of excitement going into this game. It is a massive opportunity to get to the point where we get to actually test ourselves against some of the best players in the world. So yeah, no, I think that just to sum it up, there's a lot of excitement there. Coming here, the boys really are wanting this challenge, and I think it is a massive statement that we need to prove as a team to go out there. We've had a good run up until now, so I think we just need to continue with that.
Yeah. Have you guys managed to tap into some of your teammates that have played in Europe and ask them about how to go about this game or what to expect from this game?
Yeah, there's been amongst each other. There's been a lot of chat. There's with some of the experienced guys that have been overseas. There's definitely a lot of chat in terms of how to deal with the conditions, how to manage yourself. So I guess with some of the younger guys as well, taking that experience from the older guys is definitely I would say like a good thing for us in terms of helping us in that sense.
Yeah. Barend, the last one from me, Darren touched on the conditions. Does that impact on how you guys tactically approach the game?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, I think every game that we play overseas at the moment, if you look outside here now, it's raining. It's been raining since we got here. They say it's going to clear up from the afternoon, but it's been raining. It's really cold. So I think we'll be stupid to go out there and to say, listen, we're going to play like we want to play at 1 o'clock at Alice Park. So I mean, we want to. I think we want to play a territory game, and a little bit different than what we normally play. But again, I mean, if we get there tomorrow night or Saturday night, and it's perfect weather, yeah, we'll always be a team who will go for it first. But I think to get into the game and to get in behind them will be our first priority on the night.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jan. I appreciate those questions. I don't see any other hands, guys. Can we raise some hands for questions, please, if there are any? We'll take Morgan and then Walter.
Thanks. Hi, Coach. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Morgan.
Coach, take us through the team. It's very similar to the one that you took last time to France. Is this part of also just a plan to generate and build more depth in the squad going forward? There's still a lot of rugby to be played.
Yes, I think there is a few reasons, Morgan, and I think we're very lucky. Like Darrien said as well, that the squad is in a very good place, and at the moment. So I mean, obviously, there are one or two guys that really hasn't got a lot of chances during the season, and I mean, obviously, we want to give the guys some chances, but it is to create some depth. So again, if we were maybe in a different position where we lost 5 or 6 games in a row, I think maybe your mindset would have been different. But in the position we are at the moment, I think we are lucky enough to do that. So one of the main reason is of course to test our depth in the squad. Yes.
Coach, just quickly, I mean, a lot of these players could also move up into, I don't want to call it the first team, but they could move up to your preferred squad. What would you like to see from the weekend from a select few players to make that step up where they get more regular game time?
I think the most important thing is that the squad that's playing stick to what we've been doing throughout the season. So I think if you look back at the previous EPCR game against Perpignan, that squad did exactly the same. So they really did what we asked on them on today, and I think that's all we can ask. It's not about you always want to win, like we said, but I think it's more about sticking to our system, not trying to go and prove something. Because I mean, it's not about a first choice or second choice or third choice. It's really about the whole squad. So I think the most important thing for us is to see can everyone stick to the system that we've been training, and I think if we can do that, it will go well. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, Morgan. Walter, before you go, also, please can you switch your camera off? Walter?
Okay, just from our side, it's a bit difficult now because it's not the same squad that played against the Sharks on Saturday. But I just wanted to find out if there are any focus areas that you guys are focusing on for this match with this squad that's playing the match on Saturday.
Yeah, Walter, I think like in any match, I mean, you've got challenges in every match. So I really, like I said at the beginning, I think a big focus for us will be from the forwards point of view. I think we need to be clinical in how we manage our game, in which areas we play. So those will be the two things for us is our if we can stand up physically against their forwards, and where we're playing. We don't want to play from everywhere on the field. So territory is going to be very important for us.
And just the mindset when there's points on offer, for instance, with penalties, what would the mindset be, to go for the lineouts or to go for the points?
Again, I think we should look where we are in the game, and so I mean, if we really feel we've got them under pressure, we'll always go for the for touch to try and score from there. But I think this game is going to be about pressure. So I think if there's opportunities, we'll go for points to build some pressure. And as the game goes on, and we'll see how we can transfer that pressure, we'll definitely try and go for touch.
Thanks.
Thanks, Walter. Ross, you can have a go. Ross, you're on mute. Ross. Let's see if we
I think Ross has fallen asleep.
Okay, while we wait for Ross, is there anyone else before we get back to him? Jan, is that you again? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask, the boys getting used to the huge size of the cups of coffees there. I know when we were there, most of the oaks complained about the size of the coffee. You have to drink about 3 cups before you get a real cup of coffee. So I'm all good, thanks.
Right. Anyone else? Ross tells me that he's got internet connection issues. So we'll take what? Let's go for 2 more before we close. Everybody happy, comfortable? Jan, you're going to take 1 more?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Barend is in terms of the squad that you've got there, and we know that Krappie has got the concussion issues, but in terms of the squad, is there any injury issues in a broader squad? Or, I mean, obviously you won't take injured players on tour.
No, not real big injuries. Krappie's got the concussion. Roan Venter has got a shoulder that's a little bit of a niggle, but
shall I jump in?
yes. Roan Venter's got a little bit of a shoulder niggle. So obviously, we can't afford to take any injured players coming into a short week like this. But otherwise, no real big injury concerns at the moment for us. So we're actually in a very good space, luckily.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jan. Walter, and then Percy?
Barend, maybe some insights, info from you. Kate Woliter might make his debut for the Lions. Can you tell us if he's going to be starting or will he be on the bench?
Yeah, we haven't really announced the squad yet. I think obviously we came over because it's a short week. We want to see in terms of the conditions we have. But hopefully he gets a chance. If he's been training well, he really looks sharp on the field now. So I think for him, the more game time he gets, is the sharper he's going to get. I think I've actually heard. I mean, he came here after school, directly after school. He was here for I think for a year or so. So he knows the circumstances a little bit. But yeah, I think everyone, including him, is very excited to play some matches again.
Thanks.
We'll have to wait and see. Percy, you've got the final one for the day.
And so thank you so much for the opportunity. Good morning, good afternoon, gentlemen. Barend, kan ek vanaf jou vraag in Afrikaans vra asseblief in moontlik?
Yes. Ja.
Barend, kan ek net vra, ek het altyd die onaangename taak om vrae te herhaal liewers. So ek gaan net 'n opsomming vir jou vir 'n opsomming. Hoe benader julle hierdie wedstryd teen Montpellier? Julle het 'n redelike goeie loop hierdie laaste paar weke gehad. Kan julle voortbou op hierdie sukses? En Darrien, praat jy enigstens Afrikaans?
I can, but it will probably be so broken, so I'd prefer to speak in English.
Okay, no problem. Let me just stick to Barend then. Barend, net so ter opsomming net hoe benader julle hierdie wedstryd na 'n redelike paar goeie lopies die afgelope tyd vir die Leeu's?
Ja, Percy, nee, ek dink ons gaan regtig probeer bly by wat vir ons gewerk het die afgelope paar games. Ek dink op die oomblik die ouens maak meeste van die tyd goeie besluite in terme van waar ons op die veld wil speel en waar ons nie wil speel nie. En obviously ek dink in die omstandighede wat ons gaan speel, dis nie te sê dit gaan nat wees nie, maar dit gaan definitief verskriklik koud wees. So ek dink dit gaan maar alles oor gebiedsvoordeel, waar ons wil speel, waar ons nie wil speel nie. As al punte is vir ons om te vat, ek dink sal ons altyd bietjie pressure op hulle wil sit. En dan soos wat die game aangaan, as ons die game moet jaag, sal ons natuurlik vir die lyn gaan of as ons voel ons het bonuspunte nodig, sal ons natuurlik ook vir die lyn gaan. So ek dink vir hierdie game gaan dit alles maar net wees oor gebiedsvoordeel en waar ons wil speel en waar ons nie wil speel nie. So dit gaan maar die belangrikste wees vir ons, ja.
En dis just 'n last question, Barend, kan ek net opsomming vir jou vraag vinnig? Julle is, dit klink na 'n dom vraag, maar julle is gemaklik met die personeel wat julle tot jou beskikking het vir hierdie naweek se wedstryd.
Ja, nee, baie gemaklik. Ek dink die lekker deel van alles is die meerderheid van die squad wat hierso is, het teen Perpignan ook gespeel en hulle het die job 100% daai dag gedoen. So ek dink as daar ooit enige twyfel was van enige iemand, het hulle dit daai dag al reggemaak. So nee, ons het geen twyfel in enige iemand wat hierso is nie, en die lekker ding is ook, daar's 'n paar ouetjies wat van besering af terugkom, soos 'n Kate wat in die squad is. So ja, daar's 'n hele paar ouens wat ons regtig baie opgewonde is om bietjie weer te sien speel.
Gentlemen, all the best of luck. Thank you, Naniso.
Thanks.
Percy, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Colleagues, appreciate your time. Coach Barend, Darrien, all the best. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Good luck.